All right, the first blockbuster of the weekend had number one Texas with Arch Manning going to Columbus to face the defending national champs. The Buckeyes get it 14-7, low-scoring game. You want to take a look at the highlights?
Yeah, let's do it.
You want to?
Yeah.
Do we have to?
Let's check it out.
I've seen enough.
I know you have.
Any more food over there?
No, I'm good. I'm 5 meatballs in, boys. I'm ready.
A lot of it was about going for it on 4th and goal. The Buckeyes got one to start the scoring in the second quarter. Texas needed one and didn't get it here.
Oh, what was that? It looked as though Arch Manning lost his footing. That wasn't even close. 1 for 5 on the afternoon on 4th down. Where are the Longhorns?
Julian Sayin making his big Ohio State debut. Carnell Tate on the receiving end. 14-0 Buckeyes on
Fabulous
top.
catch
Great
there
start
by
for
Carnell
him.
Tate.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
not such a great throw there, though, by Arch Manning. That was an interception at a critical point in the ball game, the beginning of the fourth quarter there. He did come back and have a nice touchdown to give him a score. And all in all, boys, I really felt like his composure down the stretch. He didn't play well, but he didn't fall apart.
Yeah.
Under 4 minutes to go when Texas gets on the board to Parker Livingstone. I don't know why this had to be reviewed for so long, but it gave Texas a chance. They even got the ball back with their defense, BJ, and this was their last hope.
Well, this is just a bust by the right tackle. He's got to turn outside and block that guy. He gives him a free rush to the quarterback. Now, Arch has to get rid of the ball. He throws it short. Caleb Downs stops the receiver. Ball game over. 1 for 5 once again on 4th down. And they had a turnover on Downs on the goal line. So a heck of a job by Ohio State. Some new names emerged on that Silver Bullet defense. I thought they were outstanding. That first half, they left Texas stalled, stranded, and starving.
Matt Patricia was outstanding in his debut as the defensive coordinator for the Buckeyes, but I lay this at the feet of Steve Sarkisian. This was going to be a close game. Mm-hmm. This was going to be a chess match that wasn't going to have a lot of big strikes because you had inexperienced quarterbacks playing. And in so doing, you have to play a field position game, and there was no need to be going for it on 4th down as often as they did. Take your field goal. Take a couple times down there they could have had field goal chances. No indication that they would have made them, but the guess is that they would have. And to kick the ball down into the far end of the field and put it on another rookie quarterback in Julian Sayin, who's getting his first start, let him make the big mistake. I thought he overplayed his hand. And listen, everybody said that Arch Manning was going to be new. We knew this was going to be first road start. But there was no need to be jumping out of there saying, I'm going to be, rolling the dice and going for it on 4th down as often as they did.
It seemed to me that they also felt that they would get a little bit more help from their offensive line than they did. I think those first 2 plays in that highlight package we saw were really the game. Ohio State was able to punch it in, get their touchdown on 4th down, and continually Texas wasn't. In the big moments that mattered, they came up short, period. And that was despite some really good individual performances. The Leafow kid, Leona Leafow,
inside backer.
That dude played out of his mind. He's going to be a problem. This Texas team, it's not over yet, but they got a lot of work to do. They got 3 weeks to get themselves right before they get into SEC play going on the road against Florida. This is great, but, man, they got to put some pieces back together.
I was shocked that Arch played as poorly as he did early in this ballgame, often in this ballgame.
Only 38 yards passing going into the fourth quarter.
Correct. I was stunned that he stubbed his toe. He will learn and grow. He's the guy now. First starting gig as the guy. He started 2 last year, of course, but he was the backup. Ewers was hurt. I was equally as shocked with the play call in the first half. To your point, we know it's going to possibly be a defensive stalemate. But still, where's the all gas, no brakes? I saw none of that in the first half. It's like just a hodgepodge of plays here and there. Usually a play has a cousin, as you know, as a play caller. And I saw none of that. There was no rhyme or rhythm to the offense. In the second half, there was. You got the no huddle, the up tempo, and they seemed to have found some type of rhythm with which they could work. In the running game, there were some pretty good moments there as well in the second half.
Okay. And in the end, though.
You didn't sound convinced.
Well,
okay.
But like, it's hard to feel overly concerned with things that will probably get fixed when you're on the road week 1 against the defending national champs?
I am
even if
not
you're the
overly
higher-ranked
concerned.
team.
There's no gloom and doom here. I'm just shocked that I wasn't expecting that performance.
I actually want to compliment you.
Yeah.
You weren't screaming.
Yeah.
You weren't pouting. You actually
I've grown up, Rick.
took it like a true Longhorn would want you to. Listen, a year ago, 1 of 12 teams lost on the opening weekend and made it to the college football playoff. That was Clemson. They played in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium against Georgia and got thumped. To your point, Texas can be right where it needs to be. They clearly are capable on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Certainly capable on both sides of the ball. I just wonder why they didn't know this was going to be the recipe going in and why all of a sudden they felt like analytics needed to take over on the fourth down situation. I didn't understand that, given that you knew this was going to be that kind of contest. And we'd seen Sark almost go into Alabama and win that kind of game.
Thank you.
Right?
That's why it was perplexing to watch that offense. Do you want to just baby Arch? He's got some games under his belt as a starter. He's played in big moments at Texas A&M on the road. I understand this was the first time he had thrown a pass on the road, and the first one went straight into the ground, and subsequent ones went straight in the ground as well. But the Alabama game, this is your guy. You believe in him. Unleash him.
Here's the deal, though, and I'm going to take the other side of this. Sark, in my opinion, gets and deserves the benefit of the doubt. He's the best play caller in college football. He knows how to dial up and wheel and deal stuff. So the fact that he didn't, to me, is really intriguing. Because to me, when I watched Arch play, if he's in the huddle with me, that's not a quarterback that's confident. He's not somebody that has swag. He's not somebody that goes, come on, boys, let's settle down, let's get this going. That's what you need. It was moving fast for him.
Yeah.
It's understandable. You're on the road. You're playing against a good team. He had not thrown a pass. The 95 that he threw last year, he had not thrown one on the road. It's a different deal. The first start I ever had was at Indiana in South Bend, and it was moving. I didn't know who to block. And Lindsey Knapp and G. McGuire like block 54. I'm like, thank you. Because it moves so fast. So when you're a young player, we talked about how ready he was for this moment. And I said, man, if he wins the Heisman, what he's dealt with off the field, to me, will be more impressive than what he did on the field. I think we sometimes underestimate just how much pressure these young men are underneath. He'll bounce back, but that moment seemed to be too big.
I'm not worried about him bouncing back, and you might be correct that the moment was too big for him. That's shocking to me, considering he's played a lot of football, 10 games, started 2, played at College Station, which is not easy if you've ever played there, which I have. This was the furthest thing from my mind. Losing, fine, I get it. Ohio State's a damn good football team. They have reloaded, as they always do. And Sayin looked the more
there you go. There you go. That's
like
the guy
the more
we should be
comfortable
talking
guy
about.
getting his first start.
That's the guy we should be talking about.
Yes.
Arch commanded the preseason.
Yes.
Julian Sayin came out and looked as poised as anybody I've seen in the circumstances that he was in, starting for a national championship
And they
team.
dropped a couple of those passes, by the way.
Yes, 4.
100% dropped him. That easily could be sitting there at 17 for 20 in his first start against a quality defense like Pete Kwiatkowski's Texas defense. This guy has the goods. And when you put that with Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith and that great tight end that just came in from Purdue,
Max Clare,
you are going to see a sensational season out of this guy.
I mean, think about first-year quarterbacks underneath Ryan Day and what they've done, right? Dwayne Haskins, C.J. Stroud, even Kyle McCord had a great year. Justin Field. We know what these guys can do. This is a system that works. And Brian Hartline, whether he was calling all the plays or just some of them, as we discussed,
check with me,
I think did a remarkable job. Now, they didn't move the ball much, but they did a much better job of managing their first-year starter, who seemed under fire with blitz. It wasn't moving too fast for him. He knew what to do, and that's a testament to the Buckeyes coaching staff.
Early in the game, 4th and 1, they decided to go for it, Ryan Day. And you guys heard me. I'm going, what are you doing that for? Punt the ball, right? They go back. They think they're going to get the fullback in the flat. They don't. He stung in there and hit the tight end in stride on the sideline. The tight end, unfortunately, dropped the ball. But I'm just telling you, that poise, that guy, I'm all in on Sayin.
Carlsbad's finest.
He did it. And by the way, he's the first quarterback since Jim Harbaugh against Miami to win his first career start by beating a number 1 team in the country. So just thought we'd get Jim Harbaugh on the show. Whatever.
Oh, they're going to love that in Columbus.